Hello friends and welcome back to Banished and the glorious town of Colonelsburg in the Colonial Charter mod. When I left you, we were waiting for something. We were waiting for the town to pick itself back up, pull itself together, and get back facing in the right direction. 2 years have passed. I've let it run for 20 minutes or so, and 2 years have passed. And you will see immediately, if you squint at the screen a little, that we currently have no building jobs available. And I believe, although I'm probably wrong, that I have rebuilt everything. That the entire town is now back in shape after Mother Nature blew it to pieces. I've decreased the number of builders operating, and I'm now working to kind of push forwards again. So, no. See, you say you've done it all, and there's still some to go. Let's put one more builder on there. I think two of them can do it between the two of them. Yes. So yeah, we're basically at the point now where we start thinking about. Okay, where do I spend my scant human resources in order to get things rolling once more? That's quite the forest these guys have got here. But you know, it seems to be kicking along. The one occupation that I would say was missing from this, as much as labourers kind of fill that role, would be kind of a cartman, a cart operator who would haul resources from one area to another. A teamster of sorts. That would be of value. Right. I don't think I actually have the ability to run a hospital. Do they go anything as clever as calling them a doctor? No. We're a little bit before the times of doctors, really, aren't we? What have we got? What could we have? Who have we got? A physician. That's the fella. Yes. No, I think we're. I think we'll go without one for the moment. And providing I don't succumb to allowing nomads in the front door, I think we should be okay as far as medicines are concerned. What have we got there? That's a market, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the food market. Okay. Right. Well, it's tough to know what the level of urgency is. So I'm just going to start randomly switching stuff back on. Now the population's coming back up again. I think after the disaster we were around the 65 population mark, and we're now at 81, including these sparky young children. So it might be worth my while getting a few more fields back up and rolling. Yeah, let's get the sugar beet back and see what becomes of that. But I don't want to get carried away. I don't want to be excessive about any of this stuff. And obviously, I'm not quite ready to re-engage the baking chain just yet. But let's have a quick look and see what I've got in stock, because I would like to rebound from disaster in a sprightly fashion, by which means that I'd like to advance quickly. So yeah, let's get some clay going again. Now, which of my shore workers are clay? You're on clay. What about you? That's the place of mine. What a waste of money that is. Another clay worker, and I imagine one of these three is grabbing sand. Yeah, there we go. Okay, right. Well, we'll take our chances. Wasn't one of those. Or one of these. Okay, well it's this one. Here we go. Dig clay. Yes, dig that clay. We need it. Because I want to get bricks up, and because bricks are where the advanced buildings come from, so that seems like a reasonable punt as far as I'm concerned. Equally, I think we'll put in another stone cutter and another forester, and maybe up the tempo on wood cutting a little. Some folk were complaining about being chilly last winter. Actually, candles are my staple, so I'm going to max out my beekeepers so that we can get some beeswax a roll in. No materials available. Well, there will be. Bees take time. They're a natural kind of deal. They will perform the honey thing when it suits them. And as if by magic, Dory the beekeeper here has upgraded to this palatial edifice that we've got going on over here by the river. I wonder if there's flooding. I've never seen flooding in the game before. Flooding would be quite disastrous, given my proximity to all this water. We'll see. I don't think there's flooding. I think flooding's technical. Yeah, equally, I need a long-term solution in terms of making furnace fuel as well. Firewood would seem to be it. But in order for that to happen, I'm going to need... Where's my other... Oh, I only employed 2 out of my 3 woodcutters. Well, in fact, we could use this time where I'm not using as much firewood to keep houses warm to get some furnace fuel kind of stored up. See, that's thinking ahead, that is. It might be bad thinking ahead, but it is thinking ahead nonetheless. And we are on the verge of 50 adults once again. This is all coming up rosy. The tailor's out of leather. Right, more hunters. Stone me. Oh, we've got, how many hunters do you need? There must be wildlife all over the place, unless they fled the area in terror about the great vortex of the sky that was so recently with us. And forgive me for banging on about it, but I'm not going to get over that in a hurry. Having half the town taken out in no time flat is the sort of thing that sticks with you. I'm sure those who lived through it will be telling tales of how they hid from the terrifying swirling death monkey and lived to tell the tale. Yeah, and my usual preoccupation with just randomly building stuff, that's over. We're done with that. Right, let's sack one of my builders and get them onto farming. If nothing else, I can use surplus goods from farm working to go into trade. What are you growing? Chickpeas, broccoli, yes, spinach, nice. More chickpeas, obviously, and sugar beets now. All right, good. And this field that was growing olives, but I chopped down because it was poisonous, as you will recall from last time around. Now, I'm tempted to split my llama herd, given that they're at that point, since we have another pasture next door. Now, I'm going to have to go and have another look in the inventory, I think, because I want to know if llama hide is a thing. Wool, I suspect they call it. Such things will, catch you out. Or does wool only come from sheep? I'm guessing it only comes from sheep, and that llama's basic usage is in terms of being turned into llama burgers. Fair enough. Right, no furnace fuel stored at the moment, but I suspect some of that is being, well, what little we're making is being ferried into the glassworks and the brickworks in order to, there you see, there it is. It's like I predicted it. Well, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, right, well, here we are again, waiting for stuff to happen. I am, as much as I don't wish to, while recording, I'm going to up the tempo to top speed and see if we can't roll things forward at a little bit better pace. And we've still got 6 labourers, maybe more of the, yeah, let's, is that a good idea? I think it is. What? Who died? Orain, the farmer, died during childbirth. Well, that's pretty harsh. And the trader's here. Right, okay, Buster, what you got for me? Kernels? No idea. Sugar cookies? No. And fruitcake? I don't need any of that. Bring me something useful. Maybe I should put in an order for... No, none of what you sell. Bring me sheep. In fact, in the meantime, begone. Wasting my time. Sheep or nothing, I'd say to you. Or cows. I'll take cows as well as sheep. Now, here's a phenomenon I've observed, but I'm sure you're already aware of. Now, this is the schoolhouse here, and you see inside the schoolhouse is someone who is lamenting the lack of somewhere to live. And what that looks like to me, to my trained eye, is that upon graduation, people are immediately flung from the family home to go and find their way in the great, wide and scary world. The good news is that the great, wide and scary world has plenty of houses available at the moment. You could get a nice little, albeit somewhat precarious, Hold the Hunter isn't going to be around long, but, a nice little rooftop flat. I've got plenty of those kicking around. That's a market. In fact, do I still have anything unoccupied? There's a lot of signal occupancy going on here. There we go, this saltbox house. You, here, look, there, oi. Come on, it's red. The colour of winning. And there's another one right next to it if you don't fancy the red one. I'm sure they'll figure it out for themselves. But yes, that's good. And what I noticed early on before, disaster struck, is that the presence, the availability of housing is what fuels the growth in your citizenry faster than anything else. And therefore, houses equal population. So that's straightforward. People don't seem to want to procreate when they don't have a house. Actually, that doesn't sound that unreasonable, does it? What are these? That's a large residence. Are you on this list here, or is it in a separate place? Town of large residence. What do you need? Glass, bricks. I haven't got any of that. And frankly, I only want to be building good houses now. No more of this cheap stuff. We're going to go for high quality residential abodes for my people. They've been through much. And hello there, chum. What are you ferry? Have you got a sheep underneath that tarpaulin? It would be jolly good if you had. No, you've got frog's legs and seaweed. Well, aren't you useful? What can I order from you? Again, whale meat, as tempting as it is not on my shopping list currently. No, to you I say, stop wasting my time bringing your exotic foodstuffs. I want to create my own exotic foodstuffs, and if you're not careful, it'll be boatmen covered in brine. Right, okay, so look, I definitely feel the need for a little bit of building here, because that's what I do. And I think another woodcutter is the way to go. I know, bear with me. And this is because when we were running max population, which we will get closer to, particularly if I keep the accelerator pinned to the floor as I am doing presently. I was on occasion short of ye olde firewood. What else can you make? Lumber. Yes, and it would be useful for those guys to actually make some lumber once in a while. So I'm going to set one up. As much as we don't need it in the short term, I do need furnace fuel for reasons that need little explanation. You can just keep clicking back and forth if you like, man, but it's not going to get you where you need to go. Foresters and logging? No, I don't think this is it. No, this is just forestry. Alright, what do you do? Ores and minerals? No. Nope, none of that. Refined resources, yes. Smithing? No. Saw pit? Woodcutter? Yes. Or do we want to go for another sawmill? I like sawmills. They do have a kind of a fun look about them. Now, you don't want to line up on the diagonal. That's unfortunate. You don't want to line up on there either, which is equally poor show. Hold on, why have we slowed down? What's this? An outbreak of dysentery has occurred. Well, it never rains, but it pours. Apart from when it's sunny. Should we put them in there? That's a good place. Right, that'll give Dave the builder something to do. Meanwhile, I need to go and figure out who's dissent. I don't even know what I can do about that. Let's call someone, a physician, immediately. Here you go. You're a doctor. Fix it. There. I wash my hands of the situation, and I recommend the townsfolk do similar. Right. Where's this sick individual? Ah, they've taken themselves off into the forest to die. I applaud this sacrifice that you, Lemmy, are making. Lemmy the hunter is visiting the doctor. No, don't visit the doctor. Head off into the forest and die. What I don't need is you giving that to anybody else. Do not go back to your house. Do not talk to other people. Just, keel over and get it over and done with. Stay away from that man pulling the strange arm expression with his yellow jumper. I really miss having a secret police to follow. There we go. Doctor, sort her out. The doctor's obviously just going to look at her and go, well, I haven't got any medicine. You can go see the herbalist if you really fancy taking your chances. Maybe they'll give you some diluted basil that you can, drink and it'll make you feel better. Alternatively, take the basil for real and make yourself a nice pasta sauce. Oh, hold on. Lemmy is back in business, everybody. Ace of spades. There we go. Good. Right, well, that's... for once, that's one dilemma resolved. Hooray! No casualties. And reopening... who is my physician? Because I'm going to give him a pay rise. If such a thing were possible. What are you? You're a farmer. No, not the same thing. I would expect a physician to wear a hat. No, you're a builder. This is quite an ostentatious skirt for a builder to be wearing, if I'm honest. But, I'm not... it's quite a statement. Okay, right. Well, the hospital is now clearly going to be a fixture that we keep. Because... I wonder what these slow-motion alien ducks are doing. They're bothering me as well. One person is homeless. I have homes. If not, there are so many single people here. We need, the banished equivalent of Match.com or something like that to get some of these people to hook up. Look, Dania, the farmer, single. East 1. Eastone, the woodcutter, single. In a huge house. I mean, look at the size of this thing. This is... Meanwhile, the house next door has got 4 people living in it, and I bet they make a right racket. Kennan, 23 years old, out playing the field and not settling down with a nice family. I disapprove. Maybe I need a church. Maybe we need to instill some wholesome, valuable religious lessons into these people. Oh, wow. I pity the students who work for Agatha Lee, right? Yes, okay. Agatha Lee. Well, that also works. 79, effectively, teacher. Look at all of these single people. The good news is some of them are a bit on the older side, and so may not be with us for too much longer. As much as I do not wish the rapid departure of any of my citizens, those living on their own, I do kind of wish the early departure of, so that we can get some more people being made. Right, let's see if our investment in furnace fuel has in any way paid off, taken shape, had an effect, that kind of stuff. Furnace fuel, 0. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's a no effect. Well, what's going on down here? What are you building here? We had this discussion previously, is that you were chipping away and go, oh, I'm doing great stuff, boss. Oh, lots of really good things happening here. I go, well, where is the output? What exactly are you generating? There we go. There's 56 furnace fuel. Is the census taker having a duff time? There's 50 odd furnace fuel. Well, this is untrustworthy. Do I need a person working in Town Hall to actually report this back again? Otherwise, this... Oh, display items in homes. You nitwit. Items in storage. Let's try that. Okay, right, good. Glad I spotted that. Yes, helpful. We've got 106 furnace fuel. That's more like it. We've also got 33 guns. And we have no fuel stored. Right, well, how's this sawmill coming along? Ah, the build's almost done. Well, that's good. We can stick a couple of woodcutters on that, and we'll be all furnace fueled up the wazoo. How we doing? Right, wood's running a little low, so we'll bang in another forester. Food's still looking pretty buoyant. That's good. Stone also looking low. Get down the mines, and here's a chap in a rowing boat. Are you packing sheep in one of these boxes? Full coat, sir. Go away. Hold on. You sell coats. That's your thing. You're a coat salesman. Well, you're going to go bankrupt if you keep coming here trying to flog me a coat. Send the man with the sheep. I want sheep. Sheep is what I want. What's this? Nomads have arrived at the town hall. Well, there's a dilemma. Do I accept the nomads? Or do I turn them away? 22 nomads. That would be quite the injection into the town. And I'm going to go one further. I'm pausing it. There we go. I'm going to leave that decision hanging for next time. Yeah, there you go. Cliffhanger. Am I going to let the nomads in? I think you know the answer already. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I have been Colonel Failure. We're back. The business is occurring and things are happening and people are breeding and all of this kind of business. So be sure to tune in next time when the adventure will continue. And you should subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out. Yes, sure. So you don't miss out on the adventure continuing. And leave a like on this video. Since you've made it this far, it's obvious you liked it. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.